Hello all YouTubers, I am the Weather Dude. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you for tuning in. As always, please consider subscribing to my channel, liking, or sharing this video with others. Thank you for tuning into my presentation. Let's get started on our weather presentation for today, November 30th, 2018. This is windy.com. This is the website I use often to track storms, especially snowstorms. And this is the state of Nebraska, and this is going to be snow for the next 24 hours. That's my timestamp here. If we drag up around Brewster, Bassett, and Valentine, you can see 5, even 6 inches of snow in the next 24 hours. And down around Grand Island, you can see maybe 5.5. But the storm total in the next 3 days, this looks very impressive. There are winter storm warnings, which is what I'm going to show you later on a map on weather.gov. But yes, there are winter storm warnings out for most of northern and central Nebraska. And look at this new snow for the next 3 days. Insane. 19, even a few areas I wouldn't be surprised I picked up 20 inches of snow. Now, if I can switch models over to GFS, it kind of has the snow squashed a little bit farther to the north, and it's also not as friendly with the totals. They're kind of lower as opposed to like 12, 13 with the GFS as it was 19 or 20 with the Euro model. Euro model is the most accurate and the best model to use, and the NAM is kind of similar to the GFS model. So this is a specific city that I chose, Lillian. It's south and east of Valentine, Nebraska. And so these are all the models: the Euro, the GFS, the NAM, 5cam, and NEMS down here. The Euro model kind of gives a little bit of a description as well. It's a very accurate model, something I like to use a lot. And you can see 3 p.m., 6 p.m., 9 p.m., all the way through the day, Sunday and Monday. There is some snow. Now notice there's a snow and a rain icon. That is the snow and rain mixing in. That's going to hinder in our totals just a little bit. So here's the National Weather Service. And as you can see, we have 12 to 18 inches of snow in northern Nebraska. South and west, they're 8 to 12. Farther south and west towards around maybe Ellsworth and Arthur and Grant, 6 to 8 inches. Then the winter weather advisory area, it is just 4 to 6 inches of snow. Nothing too. It is impressive, but not as big as the 12 to 18 inches we're going to be seeing. That's a lot of snow. So here's our winter storm warnings for southern South Dakota, central northern Nebraska, southwestern Minnesota, and northwestern Iowa. And I didn't miss this. I know I like to start out with this a lot. The IBM Business and Weather Company. Now keep in mind, like I said, northern central Nebraska is going to pick up almost 20 inches of snow. We already have 1 to 3 inches on the ground right now of snow cover already on the ground. And across southern Iowa, we have about 3 to 6. At Iowa-Illinois border, we have about 6 to 12 inches on the ground. So snow cover by the end of the storm could be 2 feet. Not all falling from this storm, but what we have from Winter Storm Bruce, there is still some snow left. So here's the 48-hour rain and snow forecast, again by IBM Business and the Weather Company. And that little bullseye, that's around Valentine, Nebraska, 18 to 24 inches, but in general, 12 to 18 inches. And the farther you go from that spot, the less the snow totals are. 8 to 12, 5 to 8, and then even some 5 to 8 in southern Minnesota, northern Iowa, and also in central Wisconsin. So this is the forecast surface fronts. And I'm going to go back to the timestamp in Saturday morning. And the low is about in eastern Kansas, getting ready to cross the Missouri. And on the back side, wrapping around, it's going to start out as rain, especially in Iowa, so that's going to help lower those snowfall totals because the ground is warm and wet. But in Nebraska, we're starting out as, well, not starting out as snow, but once the rain passes through that backside, we're going to start seeing some snow. So watch out tonight. Then the midday, we start to see a change of snow in northwestern Iowa, and eventually that snow pull into Wisconsin as the storm center gets farther to the east. Now, if it goes, the storm center is farther south, which we are very confident it's going to stay where it is at this point. But if it goes farther south, there will be a better chance of snow getting pulled farther to the south. Just a quick note there. Storm track is very dependent with the storm. So here's a 24-hour snowfall. This does include sleet and ice and freezing rain everywhere in between. So this is 24-hour snowfall, not total snowfall, but snow in a 24-hour period. Northern Nebraska, 12, 13 inches. Then that snow pulls farther east. If you are one of those people that likes to see the total snowfall, I do have that as well. Total snowfall looks to be around maybe 15, 16, 17 inches of snow by the time this storm is all set and done. So it's a very impressive storm. Not officially named yet, but I think there's a very high chance the storm will be named Winter Storm Carter very soon. So this is pivotalweather.com. Just gotta let it load. So southern Minnesota, southern South Dakota, and central northern Nebraska, some very, very heavy snowfall. We're talking about snowfall rates of 1 to 2 inches per hour possible. This is late evening Saturday. I'm going to move the timestamp a little bit farther into Sunday around mid-morning afternoon. And as you can see, we have some lighter snow as the storm center pulls off far to the east, but we're still going to have some moderate snowfall. Why is this happening? Well, here's why. So we have this El Nino pattern going on, that warm mass of water south of Alaska, the Gulf of Alaska. I know I explained this a lot, but again, it's nice to review. The jet stream goes way to the north, dips well to the south. Those storms right along that jet stream bring a lot of snow to northern plains. But enjoy it while it lasts, because once we get farther into the winter, this area that sees the snow right now is going to be very warm. Not necessarily dry, average precipitation, but it's going to be warmer. The jet stream is going to go farther north of the area, and then it's the eastern seaboard's turn to get a lot of snow. So thank you for watching my presentation for today. I just wanted to dedicate this presentation to all the cops and the people who fight for us. Wounded Warrior Project. Thank you so much for serving our country. I am the Weather Dude, signing off. Till next time.